Hey, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How you doing? Hey, we're about to take a look at the market, pre-market, and look at a few charts that might be set up for trades today or going into the next several days. We're also going to look at a couple that I'm already in and talk about them. If you're interested in taking our 30-day trial, I would greatly appreciate it. It's only $24.50. Click the link in the chat below. Look, if you're not satisfied, I'll give your money back. You just have to show me that you're not satisfied and why. We'll be glad to give your money back. Give it a shot. I guarantee you will learn something as well. So we'll see you, all right, in the trading room. Take care. Thanks. All righty. I want to welcome everybody here to the Hit and Run Candlesticks trading room. Thank you so much for being here. For anyone new here that doesn't know, this is Rick. Let's get started, okay? So let's be reminded that the Feds, they have their big get-together tomorrow, and we're going to be enlightened. We're going to be enlightened on what they're doing and planning and thinking. And so that could cause a little hiccup in the market for a little bit. I wish I could say if it's going to cause a big hiccup or just a little hiccup. I really can't say. It all depends what they say. It all depends, what their attitude is on what the market does. So this is why I want to focus on the trend, strictly the trend. None of that stuff matters to me. There's nothing I can do about it. And like candlestick trading, all right? I mentioned this yesterday, and I think I mentioned it before. If you get a bullish, if we've been in a downtrend, boom, 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 and all of a sudden you get a bullish engulf here, that's not the candle you trade properly. I'm not saying you can't get in it. I'm just saying as per trading candlesticks, okay? So what you do is you wait till you see follow through over that candlestick, and then what happens is this becomes a tradable bottom. A candlestick trader will never ever pick the bottom and never ever pick the top because they're waiting for those candles to give them the clues. The Feds, it's the same thing. You can't predict exactly what the Feds are going to say. The news media can't predict because one channel is saying this, another channel is saying that. Hey, they're not bad. They just don't know the answer. And it's just it's a news talk show that talks about the fact that the Feds are talking, right? So no one really knows. So treat it just like you would a candlestick signal. Let the candlestick signal produce. So what could happen? The Feds could get finished and it could produce that candle. And then what are we going to do? We're going to do just what we do with candlesticks, right? We're going to trade on follow through of that candle. On the other hand, it could be something like this, right? I'm going to come over here. We could get that. And that's no problem right here, right? And then what we're going to do is trade on weakness of that candle. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to treat the Feds, anything newsy, treat like you would treat a candlestick signal. Let it give you what the attitude is at that moment, and then trade if it follows that attitude. On the bearish side, it would be weakness. On the bullish side, it would be bullishness. Pretty simple, really. Pretty simple. The hard part is sitting on your hands while all this is happening. That's the hard part. Believe me, it is. All right, enough of that. Let's take a look at the SPY here. We still, and as long as price stays above the T-line and the T-line stays above the trend indicator, you've got yourself a bullish chart. Now, there's nothing wrong. I mean, if you see the SPY here, price action dropping, there's nothing wrong. Good morning, Carol. There's nothing wrong going to a 60-minute chart. Let's do that right here. And let's turn this real time off just for a second. There we go. There's nothing wrong doing the same exercise, all right? Price leading the T-line, T-line leading the trend indicator, right? Well, what if we went over here? Here's, we could, I mean, this would be at the very beginnings of it, or this would be the very beginnings of it, where price is leading the trend, the T line, and the T line is leading the trendicator down. So that gives you maybe an idea what it's doing on that hourly chart. So there's nothing wrong going intraday to taking a peek at that and see how we're doing, especially if you're seeing something a little bit ugly on the daily chart, a little bit of an ugly candle on there. So yeah, don't be bashful. Give that a shot. Anyway, those are 3 great little tools I use, indicators, what they are: price, T-line, trendicator. Great little indicator there. Very simple, extremely visual, and very easy to see. So if we take a look at the diamonds here, the diamonds, you know, they're in a little bit of trouble. They're not in a lot of trouble. They're just in a little bit of trouble. They could get in a lot of trouble. They really could. So we need to watch that. We've come back down here, you know, hit some kind of support. Price is popping up. We're holding over the 50 period moving average. Yeah, that's just a good thing. I'm not sure it's great right now. So the big question is, and if we ask everybody in the room, some's going to say one way, others are going to say the other way. But are we setting up for a failure, or are we setting up for, you know, something up here? Now, by the way, we could come lower before we move up. We could do that. The thing of it is we just don't have enough information right here, and I think we need to be a little bit careful before we jump out and commit monies to it. I think we need to be a little cautious. I just don't think we have enough information. So I want to be careful there. On the IWM front, you know, it's just sad sack is all that is. IWM is just sad right now. There's nothing at all bullish about that chart. It still looks like it's bearish. It still looks like it's trending down. Yeah, so just IWM is just a sad sack right now. T2123 remains to the bearish side, so be cautious. What's bothering me, what I'm having trouble with, is if you look at the SPY here, it's still rocking, and we're not on T2123. All that simply tells me is the broader market is not what's pushing the market up, you know, as a whole. And that's not necessarily good, but on the other hand, that's kind of the way it's been for a long time. So we'll see how long it can keep going. Either way, as long as the trend stays up, I'll remain to the bullish side. IYT real quick. IYT is trying to perk up. I would love to see it above that 50 period moving average. Right now, not overly excited, other than it's just trying to perk up. And then, of course, SMH has just been doing fantastic, right? That's what's pushing the market up, is those stocks involved in SMH. You know, the whole AI thing is what's making that happen. All right, let's look at a few charts that might be setting up for the watch list. It doesn't mean that they're, you know, that I'm going to trade them today. It doesn't mean that they can't produce a entry, say in 3 days. And by the way, you take a look at Hood. Hood, to me, there's an entry right there. Doesn't mean I'm going to jump all over it and buy it. One, I'm not going to buy anything right away in the morning. I don't think that's good business. Number two, you know, I might want to pump the brakes a little bit because we have all that Fed nonsense coming tomorrow. So there may be charts here for the watch list. Doesn't mean they have to be traded. And it doesn't mean you're going to miss out on anything. So keep all that in mind, I guess. Anyway, Hood here. I'm looking for Hood to go to 27.90. May take a couple of weeks to do that. May not do anything for several days till we move up there. And of course, if our trend breaks, all bets are off on it. Here's one PLTR that I'm in. We got into it early. We sold part of it. It pulled back. I bought more of it yesterday. And let's see if that moves up. My first target up here is 21, we'll call it 21.5% up into these candles here, 25.25. That's going to be my first target up there, swing target. We'll see how that goes. We've got a nice bottom in here. Let's get my arrow out. There we go. We've got a pretty nice bottom right in here. Here we've rallied up to the 50, pulled back, higher low, big old bullish engulf, great follow through, typical pullback price action here. And man, I'm liking that. Looking really good. So glad I added to it yesterday. We'll see, keep that stop in there and we'll watch for those targets. Here's one, Jern. I know some people don't trade biotech. I've said this time and time again is most people who don't trade biotech is because they've just heard somebody say, I don't trade biotech. You can make a lot of money. Now, I don't mind trading biotech. I'm not going to particularly make a steady diet of it, but I'm not going to make a steady diet of trading just energy either. So just watch them here. Don't forget to take profits. But Jern here gapped up. Holding that gap. Let's see. Let's look at a weekly chart real quick. Oh, well, that's what I did up here. Do you think it's possible Jern get back up to $10? I don't see why not, to be honest with you. So I've got a $10 target right now on Jern. So what we want to do is trade this cautiously. Billy, there's an FDA decision on the 15th. All right. Thanks for that little piece of information. Appreciate that. So keep an eye on Jern. Watch for that entry. Thank you, Billy. If the decision is good, well, Jern just might make it to 10. If it's not good, you might wish you weren't in it. So trade cautiously. Thanks again, Billy. ENPH. Here's one I posted out, sent an alert out. I bought this and it pulled back. I kept it. And then yesterday we put in a very nice reversal candle here, or just some reversal price action going on. So let's see how this works out. If you look at that weekly chart, you can see how that bottom is built in here. I've got a target of 171. That's about 35% away on it. The weekly, we're over the 50-period moving average. Nice little consolidation right now. This is a little longer term hold for me. I've got longer options on it, on this ENPH. So we'll see how that works out. I might put some trades around it. So I've got, a trade on. I may add to it. In fact, I'm very confident that I'll add to it at some point. But I may do other trades based on the swings on this one. Another one that I think is acting pretty good here is WDC. I like the price action on this. And what I'm seeing in the price action is this area right there. Right there. Nice consolidation, nice boxy kind of consolidation. Here we're rallying up, and you can just see where it just sort of boxes out right there. So what I'm looking for is a pop out of that box. Inside here can be bought, breakout can be bought, can even wait. I doubt it's going to run away from you. So trade smart, trade wise. That's the key. Just don't go all cowboy on it, or anything for that matter. We're still, we've got this line right in here. And based on where I've got it drawn, we're holding above that. So I think that's positive. Let's take a look at GM. Yesterday we talked about GM, and it just rocked all day long yesterday. Moved up, hit our first target up here. I would expect some consolidation. Let it consolidate. Don't chase. Congratulations at those that got into it. Let it rest a little bit. We'll look for that other entry, or like a 3-8 trap, PBO, pullback opportunity, that sort of thing on there. Still looking at 54 up here as a target, but it's not going to go up there in a straight line. It's going to have those pullbacks. And then I just want to compliment everybody that has made some money on Rivian. That was pretty nice. I ended up selling all of mine yesterday. What was that? 49%, the last of it. I want to congratulate everybody. Now that we're up here at this top, this may want to consolidate a little bit, so let's keep an eye. It could set up for another buy. Could be today. Could be a couple days from now. But I think it's wise to take some profits, back up, take a breather, stretch out a little bit, enjoy the profit taking, and let it set up again. So I'll be watching for that. And then on a breakout of about 12.05 here, we'll be looking at 12.50 and then up here at 13 something. But I do think it needs to just breathe a little bit. And like I said, it's always good to take a little money off the table. Okay. All righty. That's what I have today. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Okay. Absolutely appreciate it. So you guys all take care, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes when the market opens up. Back shortly.